Good evening, friends. Welcome back to Stories with Pastor Macy. It has been a few months since we have done regular, daily, or every other day stories, but I thought with it being the Christmas season that maybe we should have some Christmas stories with Pastor Macy over the next couple weeks. So I went through my bookshelf, I pulled out Christmas books, and I am excited to read some of those with you over the next couple of weeks. You can see I'm in my living room. We're decked out for Christmas. Christmas lights, our tree is a little ways over that way, stockings, Christmas cards from friends, and I hope that you are enjoying the Christmas season. Tonight I have a Christmas story that many of you might not know. It is called The Story of Klaus Reinhart's Secret Christmas Ornaments. All right, are you ready to get started? Let's read it. This story is written by Charles Drummond and illustrated by Daniel Gill. I had come to Germany's largest open-air market with hopes of finding a special Christmas ornament for my new grandson. But my disappointment was increasing as daylight rapidly faded and weary merchants began packing away their assorted wares. As I headed for the exit, a flicker of light caught my attention. I turned and noticed a time-worn wagon tucked deep into the shadows. It appeared to be a gypsy wagon with some fairy tale come alive. The flickering light grew in intensity and drew me near as it glowed orange and warm from a small metal barrel. A man appeared, accompanied by a young girl. The man was very old. On the far side of the wagon, the side partially sheltered from the wind, sat a wooden crate. It was old and weather-beaten like the gypsy himself. I guessed that the man was at least 90 and the girl a tenth his age. "Hello," I said in English, not confident of my German. The old man nodded. "Do you have any Christmas ornaments?" I asked him. The girl translated my question into a dialect I did not recognize, but I supposed was some sort of German. The old gypsy gestured towards the box on the ground, and the small girl delivered his answer. "Just these," she said, "and they are very special." "You have a pickle ornament?" I asked. An old German legend promises good fortune for the lucky child who finds or is given a pickle ornament on Christmas Day. The old man nodded, motioning again toward the box. He pulled a stool from beneath the wagon and dropped down onto it. I moved toward the crate, but he stopped me. The girl spoke. "He says you have to hear the story of the ornaments before you can look at them." The girl's voice had a musical quality as she translated the unfolding tale. "Many years ago, in the small German village of Lauschka, lived a boy named Klaus Reinhart." The gypsy looked up and repeated the name Lauschka, as if it had some special significance. I smiled. I was familiar with the village in the former East Germany, famous for skilled glass artisans and the birthplace of glass Christmas ornaments. Like most young boys his age, young Klaus loved Christmas and its traditions. He loved the carols and the big family dinner and the midnight mass and the gifts that would be exchanged or left by St. Nicholas. But most of all, he loved the brightly decorated tree with its tiny candles and delicate glass ornaments. Each year, Klaus would bring out the box of ornaments as the family gathered near the tree. But each year, Klaus would drop one of the precious ornaments. It soon became one of the Reinhardt family traditions. The family would gather to decorate the tree, and Klaus would break another ornament. His bad luck with glass ornaments only increased his enthusiasm for the traditional game of hunting for the glass pickle, carefully hidden by his parents in the branches of the Christmas tree. He knew that if he found it, the bad luck that caused him to break the delicate ornaments would be forever changed. But Klaus's luck in finding the elusive pickle was no better than his luck in handling the other ornaments. As Klaus and his friends grew from boys into young men, many of them began apprenticeships as glass blowers in small glass studios and workshops in the village. Though he loved the beauty of glass and of glass ornaments, Klaus feared that his bad luck with glass ornaments would only continue if he trained as a glass blower. Instead, he applied for an apprenticeship with the village tinsmith and was quickly accepted. Young Klaus was bright and hard-working and soon became a skilled journeyman, creating a variety of handmade items for the shop's customers. But Christmas ornaments, they were still his love and passion. One night in the tin shop, Klaus began to work on his very own ornament. It was not a glass ornament, but an ornament made from tin. He worked late into the night, and as the morning sun began to light the top of the hill behind the village, he finally finished. It was a pickle, beautiful and shiny, as light as glass. But it was better than glass, he thought. It wouldn't break. And so it went for many years. Working secretly at night, Klaus created a magical array of tin ornaments. He made nutcracker soldiers and beautiful angels and glorious Saint Nicholas. He made tin bells and tin stars and tin fruit. He designed special tools and techniques that produced shapes that had never before been seen in tin. Fearing mockery from his friends and family and other townspeople, Klaus told no one about his secret, except for one person, a young gypsy boy who lived with his family in a small camp just outside the village. His friend had a natural gift for painting, and soon the two young men were working side by side, Klaus creating the beautiful shapes and his friends bringing them to life with a rainbow of bright colors. But the world was changing, and the Great War came. Following the war, even greater changes came to the land that was home for Klaus and his gypsy friend. I had lost track of time as the old gypsy continued his story through the tiny voice of the young girl. But the fire was now glowing hot from deep red embers. I thought I noticed the gypsy's eyes grow misty as he told of the day that Klaus and his family said goodbye to friends and neighbors, and in the dark of the night left Lauschka for a better life in the West. The Reinhart family hoped to return someday when things were different. So before Klaus left, the two friends took elaborate steps to hide the tools and precious ornaments. They carefully wrapped the ornaments and tools in oiled paper and packed them tightly into a wooden crate. They pulled the heavy planks from the floor of the workshop and placed the crate in the space below, replacing the timbers exactly as they were before. The girl told how the gypsy and his family had also left the village and headed farther east. The last conversation between Klaus and his friend was about the secret ornaments. Klaus promised him that when he returned to the village, he would no longer keep the ornaments a secret. He wanted the world to see his tin ornaments and share in their beauty. 50 years passed, and the now old gypsy returned to the village looking for his friend Klaus. But no one had heard from the Reinhart family or knew where they were. Remembering where Klaus had hidden his beloved ornaments, the gypsy returned to the abandoned tin shop and retrieved the heavy crate from beneath the wooden floor. The young girl paused and looked at the gypsy on his stool. "The old man is tired now," said the girl, and he fears that he will never find his friend. He wants his friend's dream to come true. He wants the world to see the beautiful Christmas ornaments that Klaus created, she said. The old gypsy then turned to me and with his thin, bony hand pointed to the wooden crate. He nodded and smiled and spoke for the last time to the young girl before climbing the steps and vanishing through the door of his old wagon. He wants you to take the crate and share the ornaments with the world, but he wants you to keep a single ornament, a very special ornament, a tin pickle to give your grandson. And that is the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed the story of Klaus Reinhart's secret Christmas ornaments. I wonder if you and your family have any traditions, special ornaments that you hang on your tree, maybe one person who breaks a lot of ornaments, or maybe you just get plastic ones for that reason. I have a pickle on my Christmas tree. We just have a little tree this year. But right here is my tiny pickle. I grew up in Michigan, and in the part of Michigan I grew up, there had been a lot of German immigrants, and pickle ornaments were a thing. And whoever found the pickle ornament on Christmas morning got to open the first Christmas present. So I hope that I will see you again soon for some more wonderful Christmas stories. Hello, Chloe. Hello, Dusty. And I hope to see you again soon. And tell me if you have any traditions. We'll be reading stories this week and next week at unpredictable times. So check back in and have a wonderful evening.